So the Astros question is it encouraging that we're coming back winning games late, or discouraging that we keep falling behind?
For me, I'm going to say it's encouraging because it means that they're not settling like they did last year a bit, where it's like, and for me also in the beginning of the year, we were kind of like, oh, we're out. Okay, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Like we couldn't score shit. Like it was just like, oh, all right, next game. And they've been the comeback kids for a little bit, so it's like, hold on. I don't want to win that way only, but I'll take it at this point.
That just means you're playing the full game. I don't hate it. I mean, I'm with you. It's encouraging because you're playing the full game, and then two, you can't really be that discouraged that you're falling behind when your starting pitch is not that great all the time.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like we wanted to see something different, and we do. I mean, the offense is kind of woken up. I don't want to say it's fully woken up because my cousin Jordan's still MIA, and then Jose Altuve is struggling. But like Christian Walker's kind of figured it out. Paredes looks pretty good. Pena looks really good.
I don't freaking like him as a catcher still, but Yainer came around. His bat came around. Yainer's doing his thing.
Yeah. I guess we'll deal with him as a catcher. And for the offensive.
But Caratini played 3 games in a row, and he hit a home run today against Tampa. You know what I mean? So, like, Caratini's hitting too. It's almost a little bit of a blessing that your cousin went to that Jordan went to the DL because it gave everybody else time to play.
Well, we'll see when he comes back because it feels like a Kyle Tucker thing with him right now. Like,
no, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I hope it's not that bad.
It's just weird.
But sometimes when you sit around long enough and you watch your peers start to do better, it's a little bit, you get the itch. So I'm thinking that maybe it's going to help him. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about Altuve because he ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he's kidding the ball. It's just not going anywhere or amounting to anything. It's outs and foul balls and all that, and it's like, and then when he doesn't hit the ball, it's a terrible strike, like golf strike.
I hate to tell people, but in my opinion, not to be too future focused, I think our best lineup is going to be without Altuve at second. Because think about it. You want as many bats in the lineup that you can benefit from, right? Yeah. Would you rather have Rogers or Cam?
Cam.
Which means Cam goes to right field. Would you rather have Rogers or DeZenzo?
DeZenzo.
Which means you go to left field. Altuve's going to get a spot somewhere, so he just by, extension of all the other moves has to go back to second.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like that's going to be your best hitting lineup.
Especially come playoffs. Like, hold up, bruh. Like, yeah. I feel comfortable having Rogers there for, like, if I needed him, take Altuve out, or I need to do something like that, move around. But at some point, those bats, I'm going to need as many consistent bats as I can, because when it gets to Dubon and Rogers, it's straight flat tire, just like flat line.
Dubon had a couple good series where he came alive, but I don't know.
Yeah, after you literally had said something about it, we put the video out, and then he started hitting. It's like,
I know, for like 3 games he started hitting. That's what he needs me to do, just yell at him all the time.
I said, Christian Walker did the same. You were like, I need you to wake up, bro. And then, boom. He's still.
I think he's getting there. I think he's getting comfortable.
You could tell whenever he was.
The point is, I'm encouraged by the wins. And I'm going to give a spot of credit because it feels like he might have sparked something in that team, and it's evident because he cussed that umpire smooth the hell out yesterday. Normally he'd cover his mouth. He said the F word on TV and everything.
Yeah,
yesterday he said, "Fuck."
It was funny too because when they were talking about it, like, I mean, it was Blummer and the other guy, and the other guy was like, "Why? I don't know why he would make a big deal out of it when his pitcher lives there." But it's like, that's not the point, dog. Like, the point was to light like a little fire there, dog. And Blummer kind of knew, but
it worked. He did it for Paredes, and then Paredes hit the go-ahead home run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily think that Paredes is who I would have wasted that on, because I think he's got it pretty down pack on how to be a pro player. But I get it. The opportunity presented itself, and he did his thing.
Yeah. I mean, when they asked him, they go, "Did you see the game?" He's like, "Not really." He goes, "But we got the win." He goes, I was excited about what happened. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I know you were watching, bro, but you, as a coach, you want to see your coaches have your back type of thing. And I feel like even though it was Paredes, it showed the other guys like, hey, he got our back. Like, let's have his back type of shit. But also it was like,
but it was, I'm not a fan of Troy Snideker, the hitting coach. Yeah. I really ain't. If there was somebody that I would have fired, it would have been him like a year ago, maybe 2. But he's the one who started it all, because the game before, him and the umpire were at it back and forth, and he got yelled at a couple times. And I was like, okay, we got our panties in a bunch, or we're just sick of people's shit. Either way, like, we stood up for ourselves. Good for us.
Yeah. And I think, like, for the team, we look at them and, like, you got your 3 phases, of course. Like, you have your pitchers, your relievers, and then you have, like, the rest of the players, like, in there. Dugout. And it's like, our relievers were kind of like, hey, bro, like, y'all are A's in our book. The pitchers, I mean, we know the injury bug and all that stuff of, like, everything going on there and everything. But then when you look at the other side of it from, like, the position players and all that, we've been saying, like, you guys are kind of soft. Like, we need to see this fire from you guys. And
it's one of those things where there's just nothing you could do to avoid it, because the team is going to follow the personality of its best player, and there's nobody on this team will dispute the fact that Jordan's that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
he's just too damn nice. We don't have a Draymond. That's what we're like. I don't give a fuck who the best player is. But y'all know, we had one. His name was Maldonado. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Every time they would show a clip, when they showed the one with Abreu hitting Garcia, and he didn't even go at Garcia. He turned around to Maldonado, and Maldonado's like, bro, get the fuck out of my face, dog. Like, and so it's like, you need a guy like that out there, like, that's going to make you, like you always say, grab your nuts and fucking run with it. Like, do something. Like, and
it's just it's like it's so weird, because like, you can't force somebody to be that out of their personality if that's not who they are. Because, like, think about it, it's like, oh, we lost players, somebody got to step up and be a leader. Well, you can't ask Pena to do any more.
No.
But Pena ain't about to rah these fools up. That's not his thing. You know what I mean? There just really isn't anybody on our team that's way. JV's gone, so he's not going to do it to the pitchers. If there's one person on this team who might be a complete dickhead and can get people going, it'd probably be Hunter Brown, to be honest. But I don't know how far that would extend to the offense.
Yeah.
Hey, Hunter Brown's a player, bro. That dude is a gamer. Like, he don't give a shit. If he could throw every day, he probably would.
Like, when we would say, like, who he loved Justin Verlander, he did this, like, he mimicked this. Like, I don't like comparing players at all, ever. But the mindset that he has, that old school baseball, like, give me the damn ball and I'm gonna go out there and do this shit. Like, he
has a dominant aspect to his personality where he literally wants to dominate somebody. Like, I don't want to just beat you. I want you to know I beat you. I like that. That's very Texans Rockets culture.
Yeah, that's one of those where, like, we always get into the debate where it's like, who's the ace of the team? Like everybody says Framber, but if I had to put the ball in somebody's hand game one, it's probably going to be Hunter for me. The way he carries.
Luckily for us, Hunter don't give a shit.
Yes.
Like he don't care. Because he's going to get his go at it no matter what.
Yeah.
It matters to Framber. He's more of a sensitive fella.
Yes.
But we all know what's going to happen. Like, for instance, this Colton Gordon kid, he's a big lefty. If he figures it out, that's your left-hand replacement for Framber. Because that's what you can't get rid of him if you can't replace him.
Yeah. You need at least a lefty in there. I mean, look, we don't even have a left batter. Like, that's the one thing Data's always saying. Like, so you can't just trade Framber. I mean, you're still in the division so close. Like, it is so close outside of the Angels. I mean, you just keep going. You keep competing. But it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, it's not our job. It's Dana's job. But future now. When do I move that lever there? And you're seeing it with, I mean, Hunter, like you said, Gordon. I mean, you got Gusto coming up. He's been doing pretty okay. Like, there's players coming in for these.
You could look at Ronel Blanco as a 2 or 3 year kind of starter. If he figures it out, I think Arrighetti could be he could be around a minute. I like Arrighetti.
Yeah. It sucks too because we were just talking about like, man, if he figures it out and gets back on like who he was, and it looked like he was right about to get.
I think he figured it out. He figured it out last year, and for like a month, there wasn't nobody better than him. Yeah. I don't think, even though like Hunter Brown and Framber were on fire. It's just freaking Arrighetti was striking out everybody. Everybody.
I love the Arrighetti Hunter thing. I love it because when they were competing with each other, like it was an internal battle of two guys. Like, no, I'm gonna outdo you. No, I'm gonna outdo you. And it's just like this is perfect because now you got to go 1-2 against these guys and everything. And so I think when he comes back, we'll be fine. I mean, all in all,
I think the whole Wisniewski, Tommy John, whatever the fuck you got going on, it forces your hand. Like, think about it, bro. If we continue with Lance, nobody's confidently going to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's confidently going to go with Gusto. I just feel like you just have to give yourself a chance to get another starter.
Yeah.
Unless you know something about Luis that we don't.
Yeah, like if the Luis and Javier thing, they have been so quiet on the two. And it's like, I mean, they were both on 60-day IL, I think, right?
I just have a feeling, and this is wrong to say because I'm accusing them of doing something that they may or may not be. I think they're going to be more aggressive with Luis than they are Javier.
Yeah.
Because I think they understand Javier's top-end talent and the desire to keep him around longer. Then if shit went bad with Luis after trying to get him ramped back up, they would be like, oh, man. But if you do that to Javier, yeah, you're talking about that 2022 playoff run. Dude was on one. I mean, he started the no-hitter in the World Series.
Yeah. I mean, bro, you don't think that Lance and Whitley can hold the shit?
What I tell you earlier, I have more hope of Forrest Whitaker doing some shit for the Astros before Forrest Whitley. I'm just not a fan. I really ain't.
Like, for those two, like, I mean, those two guys, though, like, on a realistic level, like, this has to be the last time. Like, this has to be especially Forrest Whitaker. Like, yeah. Bro, let you go. Just go away. Like, this has to be the last time you're doing it.
But my question to you is what is your expectation of him to do good enough?
Nothing.
You know you're not a starter.
Yeah, I don't want him for anything at this point.
Like, that's what I'm saying. What is people's expectation out of him? Even if he came back fully healthy right now, would you put him in a game in the 6th inning of a tie game? We're tied with Tampa right now. We're up by 1 in the 8th. Would you put him in over Brian King?
Not over Oker.
Would you put him in over Oker?
No.
Would you put him up over Caleb
No.
Port? But that's my point. What is the expectation of this dude?
Nothing. And, I mean, people wanted him to fill those spots that already got filled. And we said that. We literally said that in the beginning of the season. There are spots that you can take, and you have to go out there and do it. And we saw it. Jake Myers, took it. Jake Myers like, no, I'm taking this damn spot.
Yeah.
Cam Smith got it and was like, I'm keeping this damn spot. Pitchers, Brian King, Steve O'Kerr, all these guys are like, I'm getting this damn spot. Like, you have your closer there. You got Presley's gone. Hector Neris is gone. These guys are gone. Stanik's gone. I'm getting one of these spots, and they've been pretty good. I mean, we saw what Taylor Scott got kicked off the team and everything. It's like, cool, you figure it out. Like, but that's why I said with Lance and with Forrest Whitley, I'm kind of already done. Like, all jokes aside, like, I mean, Lance, you have that massive contract, so I see why.
Lance is that guy where I would feel better if he was a bullpen start kind of guy. Meaning like, oh shit, like we're gonna have to eat into some bullpen, send Lance out first, but have somebody ready to go in the first inning, because if he does what he did in the second start, we gotta yank him. Because Lance, I mean, he's done a good job of getting himself out of trouble, but I wouldn't say that he's particular. Like, if I just showed you the numbers of his starts and Gusto starts, I don't think most people would be able to tell the difference.
No.
And that doesn't make me feel good.
Now, if you look at the contract, it's way different.
That's what I'm saying.
And
because they're obligated to do some shit with him because of what we pay him.
Yeah, that's kind of where like I have a little bit of a leash for Lance. Like, if he has another like 2 games of the second game though, like at some point I gotta be like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like, because now you're just hurting the team at that. Like, that second game was some of the worst pitching I've seen since he pitched in the World Series.
Numerically, it probably was. Statistically, it probably was worse than that.
Yeah,
it was just bad. I don't know.
I remember,
but I can't think of us as going into the playoffs with him as a starter and be confident.
No. So
unless he's like my 5th or 6th.
Do the Astros make a trade?
Because that means he won't start. Yes, that's the point I was trying to get to. With Wisniewski getting hurt and what we have, you have to go get another rental. You have to find the next Kikuchi.
So who are we getting rid of? Pedro Leon?
I could see them getting rid of Leon. I mean, you got to think about it, bro. He I don't want to say expendable, but it becomes a little bit easier to think about parting ways with him when DeZenzo and Cam Smith are playing outfield the way they are, and they're probably the same age or younger.
Shea Whitcomb is literally balling out in Sugarland right now. You got 3 guys, 3 young dudes that are literally ready. Shea can't even come up here because there ain't no room for him. And it's just like, Leon, hey, bro.
Yeah, but you could be one of those things where maybe if you're that set on Wickham that you could use like Brendan Rodgers in the trade. Maybe some team wants a second baseman or some shit.
Yeah.
And some prospects. So, I mean, I could see a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Chaz, do you think Chazzy Boy gets...
I think he's there. Like I said, don't be surprised. Like Chaz, Dubon, Caratini, like those guys, you have to consider them if you really want to get something worthwhile. You know what I mean?
That's true. And it's weird. Like, I will not be surprised if we make trades just because Dana keeps saying the left batter. And then with the Winitsky thing, it's like, yeah, I need another pitcher. Like,
I'm more thinking pitcher than left-handed batter. Like,
I trust Dana.
Figure out how to get Caratini in the lineup or Jordan in the lineup more if you need the lefty. I trust Dana has not earned my trust like the other teams in Houston. No. Not yet.
I did say
he done some good stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Tucker trade is looking really good in his favor right now. The irony to it is the one player we thought of the most, Wisniewski was going to be the most helpful right off the rip, is the least helpful. Yeah. The other two are balling. Paredes and Cam are balling.
The one we needed the most. This is like, shit. Yeah. I mean, you look at the record of it, trading Kyle Tucker, we all know why he did it. You got rid of Alex Bregman, you replaced him, and pretty much 2 guys out of that trade. And they're doing really well, playing well. So it's like, all right, I'm cool with what we've done. Like, he said we were going to steady the ship and stay there. We pretty much have steadied the ship as long as the offense can figure it the hell out. Like, but now it's okay. You
like our bullpen's keeping us in it, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Like Colton Gordon gave up 3 runs, and Brian King and Abreu, we're in the 8th. They're holding the ship. They ain't giving up shit. So our bullpen is a lot better than it gets credit for.
Brian King's ERA after what he just did is at 1.31.
Hell yeah.
Like that relief pitching that they've put together is like chef's kiss. Like
that's another one you got to give Dana credit for. Kurt.
I remember when I reported that people were like, "Oh, this dude sucks. Why would we bring him in here?" I was like, "Bro, y'all just like, can y'all just let a player play?" Like,
you know what it is though. Why Houston is so good at finding gems. This is my opinion. This is just like from the outside looking in. We do exceptionally well at finding gems or taking some shit that another team turned into shit and making a diamond out of it, because Josh Miller, the pitcher coach, has a preference. So we go find people who work within that, kind of like D'Amico has his own kind of players. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Think about it. Like what Morton and the old dude before him, I forgot his name, like what they did with like Charlie Morton, Garrett Cole. Like those guys weren't shit before they got here.
Mold them. Fit your
Kikuchi last year.
Oh, everybody was mad about that.
Yeah, like you pitched to their strength.
Yeah. Everybody was so mad about Kikuchi, and then we fixed his shit, and it was like, what? Got him a contract. Now he sucks over there in the Angels. It's like, yeah, you are welcome. Like, it's what we do. I mean, even like position players, Brandon Rogers, I remember people were like, why did we get this dude? And he hasn't been amazing, but defensively he's been really good. His offense, we know he struggles. I mean, he played for Colorado Rockies, one of the worst organizations in sports. Like, it can only go up. Like, at that point. As I said, I mean, I'm confident.
Okay, gut feeling.
Yeah.
Gut feeling. Does it feel like you could win a World Series with this team?
Not yet.
I feel like we can, but we do need to make a trade.
Well, that's where I was going. I was like, I need health and a trade. I need Jordan and one of my
the health is
like one of my 2 pitchers back, and then a trade. And then at that point, then it will feel like, okay, we're here. Like that we took that little.
I feel like yes, because 2 years ago our offense was atrocious.
Yeah.
It was terrible, and we still went 7 games with the Rangers in the ALCS because our bullpen could not be touched.
Yeah.
It couldn't be touched. And this is the same. It feels the same to me. It's like sometimes the starter's doing so bad, you just feel like just get it to the bullpen. Just get it to the bullpen, and we'll be okay. And I think that's how you'll win playoff games. I think this is a World Series team. I feel a lot better today than I did 2 weeks ago.
Oh, for fucking fact. That one video we did, oh man. After that, we were like, oh, okay, hold on. Like, barring the injuries, like that bullpen, like you said, is phenomenal right now. And I mean, you just see the competitiveness in between all of them, that they're all playing for contracts themselves, playing time. It's like, I love it. But yeah, I think if you make a trade, depending on what it is, and you get healthy, I think we're good.
And the reason I say yes, even though I still think we should trade for a pitcher, is because think about how the playoffs operate. You generally will not get to your 5th and 6th starter. You know what I'm saying? You'll go three in the first, and then the second round, by game 4, you're hoping that just how it plays out, it's your 4th starter, or you can get back to your first. So if you have 4 solid starters, it makes me feel better. And I trust Fromber, even though you don't. I fucks with Fromber. I fucks with Hunter Brown, Ronel Blanco, and Arrighetti. And then you'll have Luis and Javier plus the bullpen. Like, I feel good about that.
Now, there could be a lot worse than Fromber. So it's like, well, Astro fans, I guess
the comeback kids are here.
Yeah, I mean,
we're back, baby.
We're doing some things. People are mad at us again. I love it. That means we're doing something right. My cousin Jordan, bro, keep hitting off of the T-ball thing, whatever you're doing and shit. I don't know. Come back. Arrighetti, come back. Forrest Whitley, you can go to the hooks or shit. I don't care. Lance, I don't know. And then Dana makes some
trades. He's sending him way back to the battle.
Yeah. There'll be some teams that make trades for sure. Those bad teams that want to get rid of contracts, get rid of players. So it'll start to as we go further in.
If Dana Brown could somehow finagle another team to take Lance McCullers' contract, that he's on the Mount Rushmore of Astros already, just to get somebody to take that. Yeah, exactly. Get somebody to take that contract. We'll walk in the room and we'll do like Roman Reigns.
It's like, yeah, he's here. Well, Houston, all love. Made to this point. Like, subscribe, drop your comments down below. We are out of here.